We're back with Blue Zoo TV, presented by Hikari, to continue our tour of the bizarre and beautiful at the Newport Aquarium in Newport, Kentucky.
Everyone knows marine fish hate pellets, right? Not when they're fed Hikari Marine S or Marine A, the world's first sponge-like marine pellets. Chock full of natural ingredients your marine fish need and love, these rapidly softening, sinking pellets provide them a taste and texture your fish will instinctually adore. Ingredients like fatty acids, DHA, and EPA round out a nutritional package that's hard to beat. If you want your fish looking like they just came off the reef, feed them Hikari Marine S or Marine A.
Jeff, when you guys set up the beautiful and the bizarre, you made a good point. You said you kind of wanted to set up a ooh, a ah, and a oh.
Yeah.
You know, the Japanese crabs are kind of like the oh, like what, or ooh, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh.
But when you get to seahorses, the seahorses are always ah, because they're just amazing. They look so fragile, and they probably are. But this display really shows how they hook onto things and how they basically transport themselves from one spot to the other, doesn't it?
Yeah, when we designed this exhibit, it was to try a couple things. The curvature actually gives a magnification of the animals, so it makes them look a little bit bigger than what they are. But the hardest part about exhibiting seahorses, they're just so good at camouflaging themselves, and they sit still and people get them. So when we try to bring them to the people, there's about 20 in this exhibit right now. These are lined seahorses, erectus, Hippocampus erectus. They're one of the larger species. They do really well in here. Lots of food, lots of flow again. These are high-end up flow, and you really have to keep things that are similar to them in there. They don't compete well for food, so they live in these estuary areas where other animals get. So very cool animals. The people really love these. Kids, it's great height for kids as well as adults. The neat thing about seahorses is they have one of the fastest slurping actions in all the animal kingdom, but they only actually eat 1/3 of what they slurp in. Everything else gets pushed to the gills because it's such a fast. So I have that for that time, and feeding them can be an issue. This is a lot of live brine, sulco, and they can change their color a little bit. We've had these seahorses for a while, and they were in an old tank that was a pier piling. They were all brown. Once we colored the background up, they sort of colored themselves. This one's sort of yellow compared to the brown one over here, but they're the same species.
Cordon's Novaqua Plus detoxifies chlorine and toxic metals while adding a protective skin slime coating, echinacea, and natural electrolytes and vitamins. Cordon's superior water conditioning products help make fish keeping easy. Visit Cordon.com and check out the entire line of products and ask for Cordon products at your favorite store. Cordon, trusted solutions since 1961.
Jeff, one of the things that's really unique about the exhibit you guys set up is you have some of the tanks that are eye level for us adults and the people that can't bend over like myself. And then you have a lower exhibit for the kids who can, come in and see a box fish or a cowfish and say, Ma, come down here and check this thing out.
When we were doing the layout here, I think some of the people who were in our design team were sort of like, you're crazy. You're thinking that people are going to get down and lay down on the ground. But really, when a kid is totally into something and they pull you down to the ground as an adult or as a grandparent and really want to show you just what they're exploring and their need. That was a success for me. And so we don't have a lot out here. We have a lot of things that are a little high. So we wanted to really change our stream of consciousness or stream of thought with this.
Now up here we've got, they look like fingers sticking out of the sand, but they're garden eels?
Yep, garden eels. These guys are actually about 18 inches long.
Wow, because it's almost like you're pulling sticks, which shorter straw, because some of them look like they're about 1.5 inches out, and some of them look like they're about 6 inches
Right,
out.
and they only have coloring about halfway down their body, so that turns pale white. They do not like being displaced. They're very hard to keep, and they're very hard to feed.
So in this display, you're saying that the sand bed is about 12 inches deep?
12 to 14 inches.
Wow.
So.
Now, where exactly are these based out of?
These are Indo-Pacifics, but we do have a species in the Caribbean. They actually get bigger, but they're just harder to keep in captivity. But they're pretty much in all tropical seas.
Do you often see them completely out of the sand, or is it very rare?
Very rare. I mean, they come out during feeding. They'll come out about 5 or 6 inches, maybe a little further. But they don't come out of their hole. They find a hole, and once they're comfortable, they're in. They like to hang out.
Hi, it's Taylor again from the Gate Chalet High School, and this is our 300-gallon saltwater marine tank. In here we have our Valangi, foxface, Picasso triggerfish, porcupine puffer, and we also feed them every Tuesdays and Fridays. Keeps them happy, healthy, swimming around.
What I've noticed about some of the strange and the beautiful and the bizarre is that some of these species are probably a little tougher to keep in the home aquarium.
Correct. Stuff that I mean, that's what a professional aquarist, that's what we try to do, is bring animals that are not the commonplace. We do have the commonplace, the bread and butter animals, the Nemos, the clownfish, the yellow tangs and stuff like that, that we consider beautiful but not as hard to keep. But it's our job to try to push that envelope to show people conservation, why there's diversity in the ocean, and why they want to keep things pristine. Because if you never saw this, you would never believe it.
When we come back for next show, Jeff has promised us that he's going to show us some electric flame scallops.
Yep, that actually do fire electric.
I've already seen crabs that I can't eat, and now we're going to go down the scallop road. When we come back at the Newport Aquarium. Catch us next week on Blue Zoo TV, presented by Hikari, as we celebrate more weirdness from the Newport Aquarium. To learn more about the show or to email us, go to bluezootv.com.